Hi everybody, hi people! Noah Game here, and welcome to my live kitchen show. So today we are back home in our kitchen. If you can't tell us, we're no longer traveling. We're back home. But today we are starting a new cookbook. Let's see, will it focus? So this is A Taste of Heaven. It's a cookbook from the St. Louis Catholic Church in Foreston, Minnesota. And today we are making the Easy Cheesy Lasagna by Melvin Beutz. Hi Melvin. Thank you, Melvin, for today's recipe. Alright, cool. So we already have my beef and onions kind of cooked up, ready to go. So we got first step to check. So that means we need to add, we need to let it simmer. Alright, let's see if it's the centered. So we have our recipe, and let's grab our pan here. So we have our pan with our meat and our onions. And now it says we need to add our tomatoes, salt, and pepper. And add our... Wait, it doesn't say tomatoes. Tomato soup, water, and tomato paste. Sauce mix cooking with tomato. Oh. Okay. So I did not read this carefully enough. But we will make it work. Okay, so we are going to add So it says we need to add our tomato soup, our water, our tomato paste, our spaghetti sauce mix, and then our salt and our pepper. Half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, throw that in there. our tomato paste. What am I forgetting? Okay, that's gonna cheese. Oh, the garlic. Phyllis! Excuse me! Okay. Now we're gonna give it a stir. Nope, we're stirring. We're stirring. Okay, then we're gonna put it back on the heat. Put it on a low heat. I'm gonna cover that and let that heat up and give me Alright, cool. Next, we are going to go with our cheese. Cheese. Right, yes. Okay. So cheese. We have cheese. We have cheese. And we have an egg. Right. Okay, I think this is 2 cups. What if we do? Okay, so we only need with the egg. And beat our egg. Hope that is all. Cheese. Okay, I didn't need to do that. So what am I doing? I need the cottage cheese. Okay. Now I need not to be there. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, now we're gonna add our shredded cheese. I'm using Kobe Jack instead of cheddar, just because I prefer Kobe Jack over cheddar. And then also some mozzarella. Are we supposed to do this? Mix, combined. What do I feel like this is wrong? Okay, we have our cheese mixed together. So now let's... And okay, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, now we have our meat mixture that has been simmering for not enough time, but that's okay. We won't talk about it. Oh, and we didn't preheat the oven. Ah! Okay. Oven preheat at 375. Okay, so now we need to layer everything. I need a spoon. What happened to the spoon that I want to use? Let's use a spoon. Nope, no, let's not use a spoon. Let's use a spoon. Okay, so we need to... Okay. We do a layer of cheese. Nope. I don't know if I've ever made lasagna before, if you can tell. And these are the noodles. Really good. So let's put the rest of the meat sauce. rest of the cheese. Rest of the cheese. Then we're going to cover it with tin foil, and then we are going to bake it in the oven at 375 for 45 minutes. Okay, so there's our lasagna covered, going in the oven. Okay. Oh, where's my finger? 45 minutes. Okay. Give me a moment to clean up as I think about what to do next, because today I am unprepared. Cheese, cheese everywhere. This is my cheese everywhere song. There is cheese everywhere. This is my cheese everywhere song. Cheese everywhere song. This is my cheese everywhere song. Okay. What should we do next? Let me grab. Receiver and sad. So stopped working. Oh, dirty dishes, whatever. Okay, what is happening in the world of news? Actually, what is interesting? One moment, I need to grab some chapstick. Some chapstick. Where is chapstick? Okay. I got chapstick. Okay, let's watch. Okay, actually, we need this to go to. Hold on. Reroute our audio. Rerouting audio. We are rerouting our audio. Okay. It's working. Okay, so we are going to watch a video called Chef Merchants Reviews TikTok Food Trends by Sorted Food. If you don't know who Sorted Food is a group of friends based in England, and they do a lot of interesting videos, obviously based around food. A lot of the ones that I like to watch are their food, tech, and gadget reviews, and lately they've been doing a lot of antique food related items on their channel. And that's been really fun to watch. But we are going to watch the chef mercilessly. Hold on.
Mercilessly
reviews TikTok food trends. Hello, am I here? Oh, there I am. Why am I so tiny? This one should go down. There we are. Hi. Okay, let's start the video.
Barry Taylor, you have a message.
Okay. What the heck?
Oh, I have seen it, I don't understand it.
Great news, since the last time we did one of these videos, TikTok is back. So we have a whole bunch of new TikTok food trends for a chef and a normal home.
Yeah, TikTok is back. When TikTok first went away, I got rid of it. I also am not really an active TikTok user, slash poster slash viewer and/or poster and/or viewer. So I was just like, whatever. I haven't re-downloaded it. I mostly use YouTube, i.e., we're on YouTube now.
Book to review.
Jamie, what's happening here? This guy seems to be pouring on a chemical that looks like salt.
Living salt. I've seen it. I do not understand it.
So this is the trend of living salt. It's like salt, but it's called sodium acetate. It's a type of salt, but it's not your typical sodium chloride.
Oh, sorry, let me put my background music. There we go, okay.
Essentially, this salt can be dissolved in water and reacts when poured, releasing heat and therefore cooking your food. Obviously, it's good for delicate ingredients, fish.
Wait, so is that like the same material that they have in like automatic hand warmers, like those disposable hand warmers, or not disposable? Well, yeah, the disposable hand warmers. Is that the same like chemical reaction or same general idea? I wonder. You closer.
Maybe some vegetables and that kind of thing. Ever seen anything like this before?
Well, salt baking, yes, but not.
Where you encrust it, yeah, maybe some egg white, some salt, and bake it
In
in.
the oven.
Intense keeps the flavour in, but not something that gives off its own heat.
Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah.
How?
So we managed to get our hands on some sodium acetate.
Trihydrate for making hot ice or industrial applications. Hot ice, that's kind of what it looks like.
So quick disclaimer, in the TikTok video, it says that we want to heat up equal amounts of the sodium acetate with water, heat it up to 117 degrees for about 5 minutes, and then cool it. When our sodium acetate arrived on the packet, it gives a very different ratio, 100 grams to 25 ml of water. So a little bit of background, this is a creation from a Spanish chef, Michelin-star restaurant in southern Spain, and he uses it to cook fish. Obviously, it comes with a great theatrical element to it as well. So imagine doing that at the table.
Is it
or
table
at a
size? That's very cool.
Wouldn't that be great? I think it's been resparked because obviously it has that kind of theatrical reaction.
Yeah.
When you see it happening, it provokes that kind of, oh, how is that? So I think it's been brought back round again. One of the really interesting things is that instead of using water, how about using other flavoured liquids? What about using a stock or a juice or something like that? So you're actually adding flavour into it as well.
Caramelisation is another exothermic reaction. Whenever you're making caramel, that's why you need the bowl of ice water next to it, because actually once it starts to caramelise,
butter.
that very process gives off heat, so it just continues to go.
It's not residual, it's bigger than residual.
It it's continuing to give off.
So what we're looking for is, you like this, Barry, an exothermic reaction. Should heat up,
What does that mean?
Hot.
Outside hot gives out heat.
outward.
which should rise up to 60 degrees, but then cools very quickly.
Which is why a thin piece of fish
Oh, okay, so
would
you're
work.
barely cooking it, are you? You're just like...
Oh, fish proteins cook
warming
at
it.
that temperature.
Yeah.
5 minutes of simmering, so that needs to go into a jug and let that cool down by at least 20 degrees. Ideally, it goes down to 5 degrees.
Okay.
Now, lucky for you boys, I've got here's one we made earlier. So as it cools down, we need to be really careful not to agitate it,
Why?
because it will crystallise.
Okay.
It does sound
Have you had problems?
We are definitely not filming this for the second time 3 weeks after the initial time
are.
we tried to make it.
Did not work the first time. I'll go
It
get
does.
them.
It is very specific about it being a clean jug. I was careful of that.
Into the fridge?
Into the fridge and bring back the here's one Jamie made earlier. This one might work.
That one might
One
work, so
is
just
still cold
Right.
and looks liquidy. Another
I'm gonna commit.
is warm.
commit.
Stop. I'm
commit.
gonna commit.
Oh,
I'm
so
gonna
they had
pour
to-
it over here.
It's not doing the thing, Jamie. It's not... Oh, no, it is doing the thing.
It's doing the thing.
You've only done one
Doing the
of them.
thing!
I've only done one because I've just.
Look at it. Look at
But
it.
they-
It's taken
So-
3 weeks.
Okay, so that does look like what I was saying, but not the disposable hand warmers, the reusable hand warmers. So they, if you've ever used one, they're really intriguing. So it's a transparent, an opaque, semi-opaque plastic pouch, and when you heat it up to activate it, or to set it up. I feel like I'm explaining this very, very poorly. But before you can use it, you have to put it in boiling water. You have to heat it up, and then all of the liquid in it turns clear, and it has a little metal disc in it. And I think that's what activates the chemical reaction. And you bend the little metal disc in there, and then it causes the whole thing to crystallize really fast. And then that crystallization then gives off heat, and then you have yourself one of those reusable hand warmers. So yeah, I think it's the same concept that we're watching here in the Sorted video. Well, that they're cooking fish with. However, I wonder what it tastes like. Does it taste like acidy? Does it taste just salty? What are the ramifications of like putting it directly onto your food?
Science wins!
I mean, 3 weeks is only because you went on holiday.
I did, that is true. That is true.
It's warm.
That's just warm. That's just warmed our fish, I believe. I can't have cooked it.
And I think, honestly, there's parts of it that are quite warm, but because it's also very thin, it cools really quickly,
Okay,
I would
yeah.
say. Yeah, I mean, that's now not giving any more, so we might as well stop the process.
That's completely raw there.
It's warm. It's like you've left it out in the sun.
I don't know if I like that description.
It has, if you nibble on that side,
No. That's been left in the airing cupboard for a little bit.
it's February, but if we were filming this in, say, June, and you
Yeah.
left it outside the terrace,
Yeah.
you'd have a better result.
Yeah. Isn't it? You are warmer.
I think the video and watching the TikTok video
Uh-huh.
gets that, whoa, fascinating thing. Then we did that, whoa, it's working, fascinating thing. It just didn't work. One best to watch unless you actually know what you're doing and have a limitless supply of sodium acetate.
Well, boys, the living salt trend, is this a trend that you're going to be following fast, or are you just going to scroll past?
I think I'm scrolling past this
I
one.
really wanted to follow, but I am scrolling past.
It does work.
Yes.
I've seen it work. We've seen it work, just not for us.
Let's move on to the next one, and a different haircut. Barry, you have a text.
Do I? I've seen this before, and I'm excited.
A butterboard.
A butterboard.
Ebbers is not a butterboard, because butterboards are so 2022.
It's a buttercream board.
It's a buttercream board.
Oh wait, so is it a dessert board? Interesting, intriguing.
Again, this is like...
It's a deconstructed cake. I mean, we've been deconstructing things in kitchens and calling them new trends for decades, so why not another one?
Do you want to make one?
Yeah.
So we're giving you some buttercream, pre-made, I know, sorry. But there's also a selection of fun stuff that you can decorate your buttercream board with. We've got some popcorn, we've got some sprinkles, we've got some homemade cookies from Natalie on the team. There's also some cantuccini, because Kush knew you were going to be in this video, Baz.
Well done.
Knock yourselves out.
Very nice.
So yeah, I think the butter boards went viral a few years ago because so customizable, different flavors of butter. You can dip as much or as little as you want into it. You can have lots of different things. It's quite easy to make it look good as well. And the buttercream board takes that a step further and adds a sweet element to it.
Jay, as you know, I love to host, and my get out of jail free card every time is a charcuterie board. For the same reason, different people like different things, and they can pick and choose and take as much or as little as they want.
Do you think you would amp up one of your parties with a
Nope.
buttercream board?
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he's saying no, he wouldn't host a party with this little sweets board. That's funny.
You've got kids.
Let's think, for a kid's party, this is so much better than a cake.
But it's also got to give you sections. You compartmentalise your board.
Oh, this is so wonderfully satisfying. So the original butter creation is credited to chef Joshua McFadden, who published a guide in his book, 6 Seasons. The butter boards and buttercream boards have now become hits in cafes and restaurants around the world.
Couple of Florentines. I'll be honest, if I was designing a grazing board of buttercreamness, I wouldn't have picked all the items to be the same colour. But well done, Jay. I think you've done a great job. I think what you need is a bit more vibrancy to it. But we've come...
Okay, my thought is that it's really big or not a lot of food. Like I'm thinking like it would be something that I would maybe make for like Christmas time, and you would put like Christmas cookies and stuff. But like when I think about like a Christmas cookie tray, it's filled with cookies, and so there wouldn't be enough room for like the buttercream in between the different cookies. But you don't also don't want to put less cookies on a cookie tray. I don't know.
Yeah, we've come a cropper to your colourblindness again. More brown.
No.
This was a bit like when we manscaped your, what's it? Your fridge. Your fridge at home. It was one of those things where people on the internet, and TikTok especially, make it look fabulous, and then we give it a go in about 34 seconds, and this is what happens.
Yeah, so taking what he just said, I think for me personally, like I'm almost too utilitarian to like this. Like this seems more aesthetics, and I'm more utilitarian, I think.
We're getting into the brown now. We've embraced the brown.
Yeah, embrace the brown. Well, the other thing about these trends, and they are, you're right, beautiful to look at if they're done properly, but usually from like top down.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure ours looks any better from that way than it does from that way or that way or that way.
No.
I feel like in future, if I was to do another one, I would add more fruit to it. Blueberries and berries at the right time of year. Chunks of apple and pear and plum and nectarine and those kind of stone fruits in the summer. And then you can make it more vibrant. Otherwise, it's always just going to be a bit brown.
Good bit of wrong scenario right here.
Yeah, obviously.
I get it.
Charcuterie board into your butter board, into your buttercream board.
No, not for adults.
You could just board the whole day. Well, boys, buttercream boards. Is this a trend you're going to follow fast? You're just going to scroll past?
Nope, I would scroll
I think
past.
it's a one-hit wonder, and I think I've hit it.
Following, not fast. Okay, I've got one more in me.
Well, I've got two more in me, so...
Yeah, I think I agree and get what they're saying. That it's like they compared it to a one-hit wonder. It does feel that way, and it does feel like it's too much for what it's trying to do. Like if I were to do like I'm again thinking of Christmas. That's when my family gets together. It's Christmas. Like my sister did like a ham and cheese board, but it with all like the kids and everything and everybody running around and everything else that needs to get set up. It was literally just like thrown onto a big plate, onto a big platter, and like nobody cared because it's just like, oh, here's a row of crackers, here's like the row of cheese, the row of meats, and then like and the vegetables are literally just that like disposable plastic thing where you just tear the lid off and you set it on the table. So yeah, I just feel like this is just a little bit too much work for me.
Yeah.
Right then, Baz, you have a message.
Okay.
This coffee doesn't contain any coffee beans, but it is made with another bean.
That coffee doesn't contain
Chickpeas.
any coffee
And you
beans.
wouldn't know.
Made with
Right.
another
All you
bean.
need is a bag
Chickpea.
of dried chickpeas or garbanzo beans.
Oh,
Toss it to a
okay.
or a pan on a high
I think
medium
I've
heat
seen
and
something-
roast
I think I've seen this
until
before.
It's nice and golden brown. Then you can brew it however you like to
So a
brew
dark
coffee. I'm
roast
using my
of
Aero
dried
press. Just gonna
chickpeas
toss
give you
in
something
about
that
a
does look
tablespoon,
like
throw in enough water to make a cup of coffee.
Very
coffee powder.
I have a black coffee.
Fine
that's
coffee.
Really good. If you want to add some
No caffeine in it, which
It's
is
not coffee.
a big chunk
is
of
going
it.
to give you about
Cocoa powder to make it
Okay.
taste nice.
caffeine.
Ho, ho, ho.
Coffee, but it's more than a decaf coffee.
So yeah, this is a...
Okay. I also don't drink coffee. So I guess I'm not the audience for this. I don't know what to say. Okay, let's see what they say.
caffeine-free alternative to coffee by using chickpeas. I think this is actually part of a larger trend that we're starting to see at the moment where companies are starting to create coffee-style drinks without using coffee beans. The environmental impact of the coffee-making process, the cost of it, there are so many other ways to make coffee-style drinks without using coffee beans.
Jamie, I hear you, but you've done a very important thing there. Added the hyphen style, which this does not. It is a coffee style drink. It is not a coffee.
It's a coffee style drink. I'm
A hot beverage that's dark that you might brew that way and possibly add milk to.
I'm worried we're about to make hot, watery hummus.
There is a chance that we might make hot, watery hummus. Do you want to see where we get to?
Yeah, try it. So we've got some previously roasted, toasted, quite dark, dried chickpeas.
So we saw the guy in the video doing it with, he was like sauteing the chickpeas. Also seen other creators who are roasting them in an oven. The important thing is just to get them as dark a roast as you would like.
Okay.
And I guess like coffee, the level of your roast
we'll have
is
it.
a very personal preference.
Yeah.
Ready? Oh my goodness, smell that.
So this isn't a new thing. Supposedly chickpeas were used to make a coffee-style drink back in the First World War in Germany because they couldn't get their hands on any coffee beans.
Same as the chicory.
Yeah.
It's giving almost Biscoff vibes.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
And the Japanese kinako, which is roasted soya bean powder, which is great on desserts and things. Oh, we should also address you can't grow coffee in the UK, but chickpeas and fava beans are great for fixing nitrates back into soils. Good for farmers as well.
Give that a stir and chuck your...
Ooh, it's a bit porridgey at the bottom.
Oh, it goes sludgy.
Yeah. Right, well that's that. Stirred.
Chuck your lid on the top.
Seal in the heat.
Leave that for a minute or two. Oh, I feel like you're having to push that down really hard.
Should I?
No, not when you're using coffee. It's not usually that hard. It's clumped.
It's clumpy.
It's clumped. We've
It's
got
not-
bargee mix at the bottom here. I think we're about to make a little bit of mess, but what happens if you just do it this way?
Actually, you just straight away, look how thick that is.
So thick it's not going through there either.
Wow.
It's creamy,
Oh,
inverted commas,
yeah.
before adding any dairy. I mean, that's what you're left with, which is a very different product to coffee grounds,
Yep.
which, you know, condense into a puck. And you throw away if it's espresso vibes, otherwise just the dredge at the bottom of the cafetiere. Are you trying this one or am I or this one?
Look at the scummy marks down the side.
Ooh, no. Ooh, it's claggy.
Oh dear.
It's bitter.
It is bitter.
It's giving the coffee bitterness.
And you have the colour of coffee-ish.
Well, if you've put... Yeah, we could have got a darker roast for sure.
Yeah.
This smells nicer than that tastes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right, it has the bitterness. It could do a little bit of sugar.
I put a little bit of cocoa powder in it now, which is also clumped because cocoa is hydrophobic. Is that better for you, Baz? Try again.
Where am I?
I mean, don't forget, it's not...
It's even more bitter.
Yeah, there's no sugar in it.
Actually, at the end, I'm left with chickpea. I'm getting the flavours now with the help of the cocoa powder or more chickpea.
I'm fascinated by it because alternatives to what has always just been is important for all the reasons you mentioned. It doesn't do it for me. I love the smell of freshly roast and brewed coffee. I love the taste of it. And it has a caffeine kick. This doesn't smell very good, doesn't taste very good, and doesn't have the caffeine
It's not coffee.
kick.
It's not
So
coffee.
I am struggling with it, but I would be interested to try products that haven't been DIY'd.
Yes.
Because there are some on the
Yes.
market that must be good.
Yeah, there's people now doing things with other beans or fruits or peels or pips, that kind of thing. And whether people are using that for environmental...
Wait, isn't that just like tea? Like an herbal tea? Like if you were to roast a fruit and put it in hot water, wouldn't that just be an herbal tea? Snow, maybe?
reasons, for money reasons, or medical reasons because they can't have the caffeine that coffee gives them. I think there's a bright future for it. Whether or not it's something you can or should do at home is probably a different question.
Very good point.
Is it a trend you're going to follow fast or just scroll past?
It's another one I'm scrolling past, Jay. Not the best day so
Not
far.
a good day
Have you got one more?
One more up my sleeve.
Back in time?
All right, Baz, you have a message.
Jay?
Yeah.
I've seen this one and I don't want to show Bennett.
I have seen this before. I got to this stage of the video and then I think I gave up with it. Does he blend it into a sauce? I can't remember. Yeah, it's blended. It's very gloopy, isn't it? Very bready.
Very bready.
Boys, this is the trend of pizza soup. Mixing a ready-made pizza with water, cooking it all out, throwing in some herbs or anything else that you have, blending it up into a beautiful, gorgeous Italian soup.
I don't know if I
I
can get on
kind
board
of
with this one.
don't hate this because I hate those particular frozen pizzas and I think they might be better off in any other form than a pizza.
I mean, if you were to make a classic Italian soup, minestrone or whatever, they've got pasta, they've got
Yeah.
beans in
Yeah.
there as a carb. This has got bread in. Obviously, you don't blend those smooth, but you could.
Yeah.
Many soups are often served with croutons on top, and they go a little bit soggy on the spoon. So I'm not against it. I just think that it all boils down to the quality of the pizza you start with.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure this man has sorted us right out.
Should we give this one a go?
Well, I mean, yeah. How would I normally make a delicious soup? You start with the base.
Yeah.
This has already got
Base.
the one. It's got a base. It's got a tomato base. I don't know if there's, I don't know whatever in it. But then you add stock. Well, we're just going to add water, and all of the seasoning is already on and in this. A little bit of meat, which is great when it's blended up. The cheese for richness, the sourness. There's not much body to this. The body comes from bread, which is going to make quite a gloopy soup, I think. Yep. But then, you've got to put almond and basil on the end of it.
Delicious.
It'll make anything taste good.
Bread soups have been around for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And you can imagine how much this has split opinions in the comments from people saying, Michael should have been arrested. He should never be allowed to set foot in Italy again. To other people saying, actually, there's nothing about this that won't work. So as we saw in the video, we're gonna take our pizza, pop it in a pan.
I think the big factor is going to be right here is going to be the amount of water you put in. Because I think if you put in too much water, then I think that's going to dilute all the flavors. Because already, like the tomato sauce, like the pizza tomato sauce, is already pretty thin. And so I think maybe if you use like the least amount of water possible, it could maybe turn out. Let's see.
No.
Pour over some boiling water. Let that cook for a few minutes. Cut it up, little bits and pieces. Then we can add in some parmesan, some basil, any other herbs that you want. Give it a blend. Got a beautiful pizza soup.
Why are you cutting it into pizza slices still?
Yeah, it feels right. It feels like it's the thing to do. I'd be interested now to look at the nutritionals on the label on the back of the pizza, because we've only added water and we're going to blend it, and that'll give you the nutrition. Like, I wonder nutritionally, I always think of soups as pretty balanced, healthy things, and now we've done this, I'm less convinced.
You could chuck a load of greens as well as the basil. There, put some spinach and so on there to give it a bit more of a...
Yeah, a pack of frozen peas could go in. It's smelling tomatoey and rich. It needs the freshness of basil. Ironic going from one pan to another. It'll be easier to blend it in that pan. All of that, stalks and all.
Nice.
Boys, there is your pepperoni pizza soup.
It's very goopy, isn't it?
That is unlike any other soup I've ever had. It's, you know what, it's not gluten, it's really floury.
Yeah, looking at it, I think, me personally, I like thicker, chunkier soups, and that texture, to me, or at least me personally, did not look appealing. Like, I'm not a big fan of, like, a plain tomato soup, but I like a good, like, potato soup because of, like, the potato chunks. I like chunky soup.
What it tastes like is something that's trying to be pepperoni pizza.
Right.
You know, like a instant noodle pot that says it's like a pepperoni pizza, or a packet of crisps that says it's a pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
It's trying to be it, but not hitting it.
You would never believe it actually was a pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. Before I tasted it and went, that's not very nice, what I was going to say was, if we gave you the pizza, you'd have demolished that whole pizza.
I would have.
1,000 calories. And yet, I think once you make it into soup, that's definitely 2 portions, and you wouldn't demolish the whole lot. So you've controlled the amount of calories you're going to consume by turning it into soup.
Tasting it, it tastes like something's missing for me.
It tastes like you've added too much.
It tastes bread.
So I think it doesn't have the depth of flavour that you'd want from a soup that's had a good stock in it or something like that.
Like, the point of soup is it's supposed to be nutritious, delicious, and affordable. And it's not nutritious, it's not delicious, and...
Oh, what have you started with a beef broth, and you did like like a pepperoni sausage pizza in a beef broth. And you got like your meats. Then you got different meats. Wonder how that would go. But then that also adds sodium, yada yada yada. I don't know.
Only this isn't affordable, so it's failed on all 3 counts.
Well, boys, pizza soup. Is that a trend that we're going to follow fast or just scroll past?
Scrolling
It's not been your strongest day, Jay. I'm scrolling past.
Well, over to you in the comments. Let us know, what did you think of those TikTok food trends? And if you have any more suggestions for us, keep commenting them down below.
Yay! So that was sorted food. That was fun to watch. We still have like 11 minutes to kill. Let's see, how can I fill? And who can say? What does, actually, let's do. So let's check on. What's smelling cheesy at least? I smell cheese. Do 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 do. We smell cheese. We smell cheese. Okay. We have air fryer. Oh. Enough what? No. Air fryer, garlic Texas toast, oh, I did it wrong. Okay, this can go back, back, back in the freezer. We are back in the freezer. And hello, 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 hello. Okay. Doo-doo. And who can say doo-doo? You like a comic perfect as it passes the sun, like a seed dropped from a skybird halfway through the wood. And who can say if I pray? Okay. Okay. Baby shark do 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 do. Come back. Sorry, wrong button. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We just have like 5 more minutes left. We only have like 5. And I'll be on my way. I can go the distance. I know something. If I am be strong. Happy. Hello. Okay. Thanks. But I don't have. What I do have? I do have. Never mind. What else is going on? So we got back from Alabama. We did our brief stint with Mardi Gras, but then we missed the actual Mardi Gras. That's okay. I have vlogs in the video tab of my channel. If you want to go watch them, I still have 2 more videos that I need to edit, I need to get out, that I'll be working on this week, next couple days. So I have 2 more vlogs that I need to edit. So those will be out sometime in the next couple of days, once I get them done edited. But we didn't do a travel home because it would be just like the travel air video, except opposite. So I didn't do that. But so my challenge for next year when we do the same trip is how do I make the drive vlog different? So I need to figure that out before we leave next year, but I have a few months to figure that out. Also, I need to make patty. So, one of our neighbors, Patty, shout out to Patty. Hi, Patty, if you're watching. Hi. I found out that she's really into pasta. Yes, pasta, and also lemons. And she really liked my lemon garlic pasta that I made. So now I want to make her my lemon Alfredo sauce that Jeff really likes. So we'll see what Patty thinks of that, but that'll have to wait till next year. But, so, I think, kind of pre-planned like a year ahead. This is like gonna be a year from now. Making her like a tour of pastas. So actually, just like we did 2 years ago, we did our tour around Rome through pasta. So I might do that, something like that again for our neighbor Patty when we're in Alabama next year. I think she would like that. I think that'd be fun. Go, 20 seconds. Slap. Demolition. But so, well, we're in our last moments. So this is, oh, I should tell you about this book. So this is a book that I got from my mom because I told her about I cooked through another church cooking book, a local church cooking book, and I'm like, Mom, do you have any local church cooking books? And she's like, yeah, I have a lot. And so she probably has like 20 or so. So I borrowed that book from my mom. And once we get done cooking through it, we have like another large stack of books that we can cook through. Courtesy of my mom. Let's see. Look at that. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. We have lasagna. Ooh, I don't think we have any Parmesan. My piece got crispy because it's exposed. I don't think we have any Parmesan. No, we don't. That is sad. Okay, let's break into this lasagna and see how we did. It's good. It's hot. Well, that's good. Okay. Well, you guys, we are back home in our home kitchen. My name's Noah Game, This has been our live kitchen show. We have made lasagna. Catch us next week, Saturday, 6 o'clock, where we will have another recipe. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye.